is bad. This is starting to annoy me. This is starting to annoy me. I just switched my node over to a different shadow proxy. But this is bad now. We've had like 4 reconnects in the past hour. That's not acceptable. So I'll do a little bit of research into V2RAN and see what I can do. It's still way better than VPNs. It instantly connects. I get really good megabyte per second download speed. It's still the best option there is, and I can't stream on the VPNs. And this software is what Chinese streamers use to stream out into the rest of the world. So it is the gold standard. But these disconnects, we're gonna have to get to the bottom of it soon. There we go. What time we got? 10 to 10. Okay. Yes, Sully. That, what do you call a Worgen restoration druid? Go on, hit me. Yay, 290 followers. Let's go. Thank you. Legends. Legends, legends, legends. Mate, this is an emotional, a hot dog heal over time. I love it. I love it. You can't beat WoW jokes, to be honest. You cannot beat them. We had the old Barons chat back in I say classic, back in 2006. And the Your Mama's So Fat jokes. I'm sure some of the guys in chat who've been watching my stream have heard this one already, but the best one I ever heard was, Your Mama's So Fat, I leveled tailoring from 1 to 300 making her pants. That will forever make me giggle, that one. All right, did we get everything? All right, Fell Iron, Motivert, Addy, we got the chest. And we killed those guys. Yeah. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Okay, 338 gold. 338 gold. That's what we got out of this run. So we need to do the math on that. So let me see. SV is at 4. We've done 4 lockouts. So let's get our calculator out. So how we do this is our current gold per hour is 381. So we take 381 and we multiply that by 4 for the amount of lockouts that we've already done. And our current gold per hour is 338. Okay. So then we add 338, 1862, and we divide that by 5. 372.4, we're going to round down. So 372 gold per hour for SV is our new 372. We're going to update that to 5 lockouts. Okay. Now we can relax and just go and slay everything. We can basically take out our day on the mobs in Mana Tombs. That's what we're going to do now. We're going to go in there and we're just going to take out all of our frustration on those poor ethereals. Oh, which reminds me. Oh, Skeptic thanks! Skeptic thanks! Thank you for the Twitch Prime, bro. You absolute legend. 2 Prime subs in like 10 minutes. That's so huge. All right, let's update the subs. We got 5 out of 5. I'm just gonna leave it at 5 out of 5. I'm not gonna be greedy and put a 10 on there. I'm so happy with that. That's so amazing. 5 out of 5 subs. Thank you so much for the sub. You're so welcome to the stream. You absolute legend. Yeah, guys, I'm over the moon. This is so good. All right, let's send this over, and then go and crush Manitombs. What else? What else? What else? I think we're good. Ooh, you know what we're gonna do before we go to Manitombs? We're gonna fly over to Nagrand, and we're gonna go to get our bag of gems. We're gonna go and get our free bag of gems and see if we get anything nice out of it. And that actually looks pretty good. Let's see if we can land straight on top of them, like we did with Coilfang Reservoir. Let's see if we can beeline. We're just auto running now. I think we're a little bit too far north there on that line. That feels about right. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Glad you hit your sub target, pal. Thank you, bro. I'm glad I hit it too. I'm glad I hit it. We crossed paths yesterday outside MT. I see. You're a rogue as well then? Bro, holy shit. Glock, 281, just sub with Prime. Glock, thank you. Thank you. All right, let's... Holy shit. Bro, this is so cool. 6 out of 5. We're not gonna update it. We're just gonna leave it with an overhang. Lads, you know how to make a mango moist. I'll tell you that much right now. Thank you guys. Thank you. Three Twitch Prime subs in like 15 minutes is absolutely insane, bro. And we're hitting our target here. I think we're gonna land right on top of him. I haven't swiveled left or right since we changed our course around here. So pretty good. Not quite on top of him, but close enough. Close enough. Premium. Oh, what the hell? Look at that bag. What a bag. What is going on? Oh my god. What's happening tonight? I play the worst I've ever played in like months. I get the most amount of subs in minutes, and I open a bag of all bags. I mean, we didn't get a ruby. We got Dawnstone, Noble Topaz, Blood Garnet's a 5er, Night's Eye. I gotta keep it down. My neighbor just knocked on the door, on the wall. I'm being a little bit too loud. But you got me so excited, boys. And the bag. That bag is unreal. Yeah, I have a neighbor. He's an ex-military guy, and the poor guy is suffering from PTSD. So he asked me to keep it down, and I said that I would. And I'm generally quite a quiet person anyway. But if I ever, I dropped like quite a heavy metal component to my boom arm for the mic a few days ago, and it hit the ground and made a big clang. And like he came out of the room and he's like, was that you? Was that you? And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry about that. So I feel for the guy. Like he's obviously suffering, and he's literally been through the wars. So I will do everything I can to make his time here as peaceful as it can be. But goddamn, shit, I just get excited. I just get excited at those moments. What's my consortium rep? Oh, it's probably exalted at this stage. Yeah. Exalted. Exalted. What else have we got? Tralmar exalted, Lower City exalted, Scryers exalted, exalted. Living in an apartment with paper walls really sucks. It does, but it's okay. Like I'm great. It's not really an apartment. It's an old kind of schoolhouse building that was converted into rooms for people studying at the academy. But yeah, it is basically an apartment with paper walls. So you're right. So okay, so basically, whenever I get excited now, I just have to whisper shout. That's what I'll be doing from now on. I'll be whisper shouting. Yeah. Bro, let's go. That's it. It'll be a lesson in how to be a Zen master. I mean, when a ninja gets excited, what do they do? When they're hiding in a bush, right? They've got to keep it. They've got to keep it quiet. Let's go. Never done that before. The only problem with being this close to the mic is you're probably going to hear all the mouth sounds as well. But man, look at that bag. That was so good. They squeeze one out quietly. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go. Gonna reset. Let's go. I get tired of farming after max 5 resets. How the hell can you keep going so much? ADHD and just the right amount of autism, I think. Never diagnosed, but probably. I'm like semi joking about the autism, but my twin sister was diagnosed with ADHD, and all my teachers said that I had it when I was younger, but they didn't know what it was back then. They just said that he was like, couldn't sit still and just always like here, there, and everywhere. And then when it became like a thing, everyone was like, you've definitely got that root, you've definitely got that. No, I never got formally diagnosed, but if you have a twin, like if you have a sibling with it, the chance that you have it, and especially a twin, is like, I think it's like 80% or something like that. And my symptoms presented far more than my sister's. So yeah, basically ADHD. And I love it, dude. I love it. And also with SV, it's different because I developed a large part of that farm myself. So there's a real, like, it's really, like, I'm still inspired by it, if that makes sense. We're gonna die here. Because we got a second Shadow Word Pain. Fuck. What about Pala AoE farming? Isn't that any? It is good gold per hour. Yeah. Stratholme's really good gold per hour. I was just chatting to my guildie. There he is, Monroe. Really good player. Old school player like myself. And I was asking him what gold per hour he was getting out of it about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And he said he was getting about, and he has Excel spreadsheets on, he's tracking all of his farms. And I think he said 280 gold per hour. So Paladin AoE strat is still really good. Really good. Hi, Rainbow, my man, my man. How you doing, brother? I haven't seen you stream in a long time. No, I was traveling for 2 months. I had to go back home, and then I was in Europe, and I couldn't stream, and I couldn't really do much with it. I'm back now, settled in China. I'm going to be here for at least a year. I've got myself set up with all the appropriate tech, and we're back, baby. We're back for the long haul. I'm going to be streaming every day like this. I've been on for about an hour and a half, I think. And I'll probably go for another couple of hours. And we're going to do this every night, Monday to Friday. This is my time. Your time, it's probably like 10 in the morning. I don't know if you're East or West Coast. I remember back in Wrath days, I used to make 620k gold per month. Wow. You get DST yet? No. No, not yet. I lost the roll on it. I lost the roll on it twice now, I think. But I did... I did get myself a lovely Talon of Ashara last week. And we're full Death Mantle. We got the updated Bis Amulet, Bis Cloak, Bis Bracers. Oh shit, I'm still in... That's why I'm not doing good DPS. I was in my SV farming gear. Delta Deep Shadow. We still need 100 deaths. Bis Rings, Warp Spring, Bis, and the season weapon is 10 DPS better, but we're in pretty good shape. We're in pretty good shape. And it's more AFKable than Rogue, I guess. With Paladin, I'm not so sure because the pulls... Once you... I think it's more AFKable than SV, but I think probably less than MT. Because if you mess the pulls up, you've still got a lot of mobs on you. But here, so I'll let slip a little secret, something I've been working on. I want to see in the pre-patch for Wrath if rogues can do Stratholme, because we'll have Fan of Knives, right? So we can pull 100 mobs and get the infinite energy Fan of Knives spam, and it's still going to be the same gold per hour as Pala, unless we can pull in more mobs than them, which could be cool. But so it's not about doing, and we'll be in pre-patch, so it's not about showing people how to farm it. We'll only have 2 weeks to do it. It's just about pushing the class further and doing things nobody's done before. That's the thing. Santhela, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. So I'm really pumped to try that out in Wrath. We can use our evasion. We can use limited vulnerability potions. 290 followers. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, looking forward to that in Wrath. Pre-patch. We already farmed our Fell Striker. I don't know. It's on. I made a little video on the channel. But in phase 1 TBC, we went in solo, and you can actually shadow step through the crack in the door in UBRS. You still need the key to get into the dungeon. You still need the Seal of Ascension to get in. And when you do fight Rend, if you have this equipped, then, yeah, you have to equip it, and then you put it on your bars and you click on it, and it summons Veilstrad from Blackwing Lair into the fight, and he heals you for 5,000, sorry. And he fights with you for like 10 seconds or something. But you can, once you have the Seal of Ascension, you can get through the opening door of BBRS. Nice. And then you can shadow step through the door in the room where Pyromancer is, the fire elemental, that you normally have to have people channel on that little stone thing. And I theory crafted that, and I thought that it might work, and went in and I got it to work. So there's a little video on that on my channel if any of you do want to go in and solo farm Fell Striker, so that you can do some really fun things in the pre-patch once we get the infinite energy build. You need Fell Striker, and well, you absolutely 100% have to have Fell Striker, but you also should try and get your hands on one of these. And I would get it now. You can look for Ace of Warlords is what you're looking for. Just type Warlords to the auction house and buy the cards, or you could go and buy the Warlords deck off the auction house. And when the next Darkmoon Fair comes around on Azeroth, you hand in the Warlords deck and you'll get this trinket. And this trinket heals you for 120 to 180 whenever you damage an enemy in melee. But it counts Fan of Knives damage as melee. So if you have 100 mobs on you and you hit a Fan of Knives, it hits 100 times and it procs loads. So you get a lot of healing, and you get all your energy back, because whenever you crit, you get 2 energy from the new talent in the Wrath pre-patch. And Fell Striker has a 2% proc chance. So if you have 50 mobs around you, at least, let's say just on average you have 50 mobs around you, and you hit Fan of Knives, it's generally guaranteed to proc. And then all of your attacks are guaranteed to land and will be crits for the next 3 seconds. So it just starts the engine. Then you hit your Fan of Knives crits, everything crits, you get 2 energy for each crit, you have infinite energy, and then you just hit another Fan of Knives, and that keeps, there's no internal cooldown on Fell Striker, so you keep getting the Fell Striker buff, and everything crits, and you infinite energy. And then you have your trinket that's healing you every time you hit things, and you've got evasion up, so you're self-healing and dodging, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And it's the reason why rogues are the best AoE DPS class in Wrath of the Lich King. That weapon, Fell Striker, that combination. So if you don't already have it, get your hands on it. Do you think we'll go into Wrath of the Lich King? I really want to play DK. Yes, we definitely will go into Wrath of the Lich King. Well, I say definitely 99%. Unless they decided to cancel Wrath because Classic Plus is going to launch. But I don't see that happening. So we can we can use our nice. We got our green. We can use our cloak on those slows. Now I used it on the last guy. But we don't. Oh no, a little bit. I got global there, but it's not the end of the world. When his hands start glowing white like that, but he's not casting an arcane on you, he's doing the summon thing, and you've got about a second or 2 seconds to cast blind or kick or gouge or kidney shot on him to stop it, or he'll summon those 2 guys in. It's not really a big deal when you've got the gear that I have, but if you're low geared, it can ruin your day. So we've got this chest up. We've got to wait for our blade flurry. And what we'll do, we'll hit a stamina scroll because they're dirt cheap and you get them in chests anyway, and we'll eat a bit of food. Oh, sorry, I missed a load of messages. This time I'll become full streamer. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Do you post shorts too? I posted one, which is the one where I got Fell Striker actually. More than one. I posted shorts on how to do each of the chests in SV a few months ago. Gold Cap and Wrath is 214,768. In my guild, raid A got 5 DST and B raid 0. Yeah, it's like that. We've been very unlucky in our guild. You got Warp Spring though, that's huge. Yeah, I've done TK every week as the only rogue in raid and I've never seen it. I got it after... I got it when... I got it week 9. I got Warp Spring and the pistol. And they were guaranteed to me in every raid I was in as well. And it was week 9 before I got them. But iRainbow, let me tell you a tragic story. Week 1, midnight release, SSC and TK. We go into SSC. I'm in there with the other rogue in my guild, Freka, who's really, really good. We both roll on it. I lose the roll. He gets the sword week 1. I don't see that's the next raid I go in. I'm guaranteed the sword. For every raid I go in after that, I'm guaranteed the sword. It doesn't drop. Week 8, the sword drops. I had brought the mats for Mongoose into the raid with me so that I can insta-enchant it with Mongoose and then continue the raid to parse. I had my mats stacked in my bag like this. The sword had went into my bag here, or here, wherever. The enchanter opens up the trade window. I trade him across the mats. Click, 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 click. And I traded him the sword as well by mistake. Neither of us noticed that I traded him the sword. Doesn't matter because you can trade it back, right? I was like, where's this? He's like, where? He said, like, put the sword in the trade window. I was looking at my bags. I was like, Nara, did you give me the sword? There's this bit of confusion. And then he goes, oh, look. And he puts the sword into the trade window to trade it to me, to show me that I traded it to him. And I was like, oh, nice one. Okay, he's got the sword. And then all I hear is ding. He enchanted it with Mongoose. Bricked it. You can't. Once you enchant something, it can't be traded. So mistakes on both sides, but I was absolutely tilted. So that was week 8, and I got Talon. I had it in my hands. I traded it to the enchanter. He enchanted it, and that was it. We made 2 petitions to Blizzard. They were like, nah. Tough luck. So the guild hard reserved the sword for me so that even other people who joined the raid, who like pugs who might want the sword, weren't allowed to roll on it. It was HR to me for about 4 weeks, and I got it last week. So it feels good, finally. What's my total gold? So I don't actually have that much gold. I've been putting, like I said, I was off for 2 months, so I wasn't doing much, but I have 853 haze pots. So I liquidate all the assets and then turn it into haze pots, basically. stack them, because in Black Temple, well, in Phase 5, Sunwell, the price of haze pots is usually, I speculate that they'll go up to about 25 gold in Phase 5 each. And I'm paying 15 gold for them now. So if they went up to 30 gold, we'd double our money. That means that a 300 gold per hour farm, I can turn that into 600 gold per hour farm. So that's kind of the idea with the haze pots. So we use Fell Striker as a BIS item in Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, it's BIS for the gold farm, but it's also BIS for AoE DPS. So in Wrath, you'll have Jewel Spec. This is what we did last Wrath as well. It's going to be, the first next Ramus is going to be so much fun. You're going to, in the spider wing, when like you have those like 50 spiders or so all come in on top of you, the little ones, you just go in with your Fell Striker. And here's the crazy thing. The BIS offhand is Fell Striker, and the BIS main hand for this setup, the maximum damage you can do in the game in Phase 1 in Wrath is Fell Striker, a level 58 classic weapon in your offhand, and the Mage Steel Spellblade, which is a 2.0 speed, level 80 caster dagger that has spell power on it. And the reason why is because the actual top end damage on that is pretty high, and it's 2.0 speed for a dagger. That's huge. So it's very slow, which means the top end is higher. And when you Fan of Knives does extra damage if you use it with daggers. So it's actually the BIS damage dealing weapon. So you have a level 80 spellcaster dagger in your main hand and a level 58 classic dagger in your offhand, and you do god tier damage with those. I love this game. Love this game. Are you using Harp build? I was using Harp build for the last 2 months while I was traveling, but I'm not now because I switch between my combat spec. We don't actually need to stealth here. I switch between my combat spec and my second spec, which is a Shadow Step subtlety spec, because you have to have Shadow Step to an SV. But I was just thinking today before I started streaming, what I might do is, as soon as I finish my raid this week, I might respec my combat spec, this one, into Harp, so that I can, when I'm in SV, I can switch over to my Shadow Step spec. And when I come over to Mana Tombs, I can switch over to Harp, because the spec swapping, I keep forgetting to do it. And in Mana Tombs, and it's annoying. And I fell in love with Harp spec, to be honest, over the last couple of months. I really, really like it. Oh. Okay, we've done 2 Mana Tombs, 3 minutes. All right, I'm going to pop out for... dang, I guess I got to go farm Fell Striker. Yes, you do, brother. Yes, you absolutely do. If you want to invest for Wrath of the Lich King, buy Fell Iron ore and bars. What does Harp do? Oh, I really want to know. Bendalat. I really want to know why that is. Teach me your secrets. And Zorai's Harp. Harp stands for Hemo Adrenaline Rush and Preparation. It basically takes, you go into Subtlety and you get Serrated Blades, Hemorrhage, Preparation. It's a PvP build originally, but you can modify it to do dungeon farming. And you go into Subtlety, you get the extra speed on stealth. You get, this is really nice because you use evasion a lot. So whenever you dodge, you get a 45% chance to add a combo point. And when you're bursting in these packs, you always have Blade Flurry up. And the faster you can get to a 5-point Eviscerate with Blade Flurry up, the better. And you'll often get 1 or 2 extra combo points in each combat from this alone, which is really nice. Cooldown on Banish and Blind for obvious reasons. This is way, way better than you think, just for the fact that if I'm in combat and I use Sap, it takes down like 50% of my energy or whatever.